Welcome to AnimeDad. Malachi, as you can see, is not with us this weekend. We got my other son, Shawn. Hello. Actually, that would be Shawn the second. My name is Shawn as well. But Malachi is on the move this weekend, and we wish him luck. But show what's going on, right, fellas? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So we've been bouncing.
I got something to start us off.
Let me hear you. Let's start.
Okay, I know a few weeks ago we were talking about the Akira bike slide, how it's in everything.
Okay.
The bike slide from Akira.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna every time I see something that has it, I'm just gonna blurt it out. Just see how much the influence
of the bike slide.
Yeah. I was playing El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron. It is a game that is like a retelling of the Book of Enoch from the Jewish Bible.
Okay.
And it's like, and you might not think it would have the Akira bike slide in it, but it does. There's a motorcycle section. It's Bible.
Are you serious?
It's crazy.
Yo, you got to see the name of that. I would love to play that. Yeah. I would love to play that. Yeah. So I want to see the Akira bike slide. No, that's crazy. That you can pick that up.
It's the great grandfather of Noah.
Yeah.
Trying to stop the flood. But there's a motorcycle section where you fight robots.
Hey, cuz. Yeah. Okay. You got to get me. Yeah, you got to definitely text me the name of that. I got to see that. Yeah, man. So, what's been going on? It's been a while since me and you talked about anime at all, right?
It's been a minute, yeah.
What have you been watching?
I've been trying to watch One Piece. I'm only on episode 65.
Are you deep in it?
No. That's
better than me.
That's the shallow end.
Yeah.
You still have the floaties on.
Yeah, man. One Piece I'm telling you, it's a show that I really want to do island by island. I want to hit every island and just talk about it. But it's good to have somebody who's in the beginning.
Let's just
talk about that.
Yeah.
It's just depressing.
The journey.
Just look like, because like I said, my girl's on vacation. She's in New York, so I was like, oh, it's perfect time. And then I use those 2 days of vacation. And I went on Netflix and I just seen the. It's like, no.
That's like what I'm always like scared of like starting something big. Like I've been getting into Kamen Rider, and like Kamen Rider seasons are usually like 20 episodes long, but the first one is 96 episodes long. It is a behemoth. So I was like, surely this first season isn't going to be that long. And then I kept scrolling, and I kept scrolling, and I kept scrolling, and finally I reached the bottom, like, oh, this is going to take like a year.
Oh, man.
So, like, I can get down with, like, if I see something that says, like, 12 episodes, and I know that's going to be, like, 12 episodes, I'll watch it. But if I see something that's, like, a whole series, I'm just like, guys, like, I get scared, like,
I feel like with, like, animes, it's like, or shows, it's, like, it's difficult because you can't really do it at your own pace. Like, when I got into Trails, which, like, Trails is, like, the one piece of games where, like, there's 11 games right now. There's another game that's going to come out in January, and every game is either 50 to 100 hours long. But you can kind of, and it's like it's 1,000 hours of story. It's like probably longer than One Piece right now in terms of like dialogue. Like every game has more text than the Lord of the Rings trilogy, like individually.
Yeah,
but like it's not as daunting as you would think because you can kind of do it at your own pace. Like I did it and I started in like November, at the end of November of like 2023, and then I was finished by January. So I just kept going, and it's not as long as you think. So like with games, you can like do it at your own pace, but with shows, it's like
it didn't take me long to do One Piece, man, to catch up. I actually caught up in about 4 months.
I think the only show that I think was probably about as long as One Piece was Case Closed.
Yeah, Conan's been going on for like 40 years.
Who?
Case Closed. Detective Conan.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's been.
I think it's longer than One Piece.
But it's good. That's One Piece.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, due to the fact that it's an older animation, but at the same time too, it's more mystery related, but it's also there's action in it, but it's just that I like it personally due to the fact that it's mystery related. Like there's very little anime that has mystery in it I can get into, but this is actually one of them that I actually like. I've been watching that since Funimation before they shut down.
Yeah, it's been like weekly since like the 70s.
You ever heard that?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it, but I heard it's really.
It's about like I think it's about like a kid detective who just solves mysteries.
Yeah, he was. I think the basis he's trying to because he got turned. Something happened to him to where he became a kid again. So he's trying to figure out one how to get back to being an adult, and two as he's trying to navigate through all these mysteries to figure out who's behind it and how to get back to being an adult. But like I said, I believe that one actually is longer than One Piece.
Have you ever heard of Inspector?
No.
Okay. What about
I know Golgo 13. It's not animated. But
Golgo 13 was I loved it, but it's no longer available as far as you actually can't find it anywhere unless you actually buy it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it used to be on Prime, and they took it off Prime.
See, when he went to China, it was one. I don't know if you can classify it as anime.
Yeah, they call it Donghua.
They call it what now?
Donghua.
Donghua. Okay, so that's what they call it in China. But it's called
I don't know the Chinese name.
five, something the 5 elements.
I know you're talking about.
That thing is
I've seen Charles.
Fog Hill and the 5 elements.
I've seen that it's been on the list of top 10s, but unless you know a site to watch it.
Yo, he literally was in. Okay, what happened?
That is to have it. They don't really do anime over there.
Yeah, like he was literally in China with his wife. He was like, well, it was Father's Day. He's like, what do you want? I said, okay, look, if you can find Fog Hill and 5 elements, I don't care if it's on DVD. I'll buy a DVD player just to watch it. I just want it. And I can't find it nowhere. I'm like, what? Because dude, if you can watch the first episode, they go in. When I'm talking about, and this is an older anime, an older. Donghua. Yeah, it's older. It's a we would call it anime, but it's older. But boy, you talking about the fight sequences and like the fire powers and the water power, ice powers.
Yeah, I've seen the clips. It's
fire, man. I want to see it so bad.
It's like you said, you can't find it. What's the difference between a Donghua and a manhwa? Is it the same?
I think manhwa is Korean.
I don't know that one. I just know Donghua is Chinese anime.
Yeah.
Japanese and manga is Japanese too. Manhwa, I don't know.
I think manhwa is Korean.
Korean, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know the difference, but I know that they're like I know it's called AnimeDad, but I like all shows like that. Even like Netflix is coming out with different series that are like anime, and some of them are made in
Like Cyberpunk.
In Japan or China, something. But Cyberpunk is fire.
I'm curious now how they're gonna. The season 2 of that. I'm just curious how they're gonna even do that.
It's probably another story. I mean, the game is so immersive. They could probably do anything. But when is it going to take place?
Yeah,
I believe that's the main question, because a lot of people are like, well, after Edge Run is like, how do you continue that?
We can do anything in that universe. It's based off of the tabletop game, but like the game is basically just the setting. It's not about the characters, so you could just set anything in Night City and
Which is true.
Yeah. As long as it has like the setting and like the terminology and the slang, you can like anything be cyber. I'm just not as interested in it because Imaishi's not directing it anymore. He's busy with panty and stocking too. So
we're down.
He's not.
yeah, it's good. I promise.
Hey, every time he say that, it throw me off. I'm like,
It's great. It's great. I promise.
This other day, I'm like, what was that? What was that? Dallas was saying. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what was it? And I'm like, man, I know it was panties and something. I said, just let me Google it. And I'm like, man, if I Google panties and anything else,
stocking
boy,
with garter belt.
Mama gonna be there like, yo, what in the world going on?
Yeah,
it's Dallas' fault. He told me to Google it.
Their villains are Scanty and knee socks.
See,
he can't. Yeah,
after Scanty, that was it.
Yeah, I got to find that on Crunchyroll and click it. Like,
the guy also made that one episode of Star Wars Visions with like the two brothers, where one is like a Jedi and one's a Sith, and they have a fight. He did that.
This
did.
is pretty good.
Man, the Star Wars world is deep, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm serious.
He did Kill a Kill, which I love. Kill a Kill's. It's gotten like people have like been like less hot on it, but I still think Kill a Kill is very very fun. And then Gurren Lagann, which is my favorite anime of all time. I know it's like it's a popular opinion. People say it's like overrated. I still love it. But we should watch Gurren Lagann because I remember watching
I check out Girl. I mean,
that was like the anime that got me back into anime. Like because I was really busy in high school and I was like I want to get back into anime like my first year of college and I watched that and like by episode 25 I was bawling. I was bawling.
I don't want to ball.
Yeah,
I want to ball.
but it's like hype and sad and. You get pumped, but you're also worried, but you're also crying, but you're also like, yeah.
See, I'm learning about.
I didn't feel any of those emotions.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hyped, but I didn't get the pumped.
So,
It was like I said, like don't get me wrong, it's a good anime, but I just thought like I really still to me personally, I still kind of think it's overrated.
you cried.
No, it was just scenes in there that it made sense to me, but like I said, it was one of those to where I watched it all, but I'll never watch it.
Have you ever seen an anime? Listen, this is a man that's squatting. What's your squat right now?
It ain't shit right now.
What was it? What's the?
It's 525.
This is a man that squat 525. You gonna answer this question? Have you ever seen an anime and you cried?
No, I haven't come across one. Now I've come across one where I was like, damn, that shit touched my heart, but it's never made me cry.
Okay, no.
Evangelion made me
I ain't
cry.
watching. Yeah. There's some samples out there. Like when I was watching Robin backstory on One Piece, and when I was watching Sanji backstory on One Piece, I didn't cry, but that was they put some emotion in that, bro. They put some serious emotion in it. It's almost like when you watch it, I can understand if I walked in and my kid was watching and they were emotional. You know, as an adult, I can separate myself from it, but I don't really. I've never cried at a movie. You know what I mean? Like no matter who.
Movies, I've never cried.
Like
I've never cried in a movie.
I mean, it already happened. They done gone.
Oh, it's just for me to really feel sorry for the character. I really have to dig into the backstory. Now, the only people, as far as anime wise, that I've actually been like, damn, like their upbringing was rough, was Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
Because you got to realize every Hashira had a backstory, and their backstory was pretty fucked up.
yeah. That's
So it was kind of like, damn, like because every.
Yeah, what's her name? The Love Hashira.
Oh yeah,
He's the only one who had it fine.
Yeah, she just wants to get married.
Oh yeah, that's all she
but
was.
like everybody else, you're just like, damn, like I see why you're
Yeah, you messed up.
very passionate and
You mentally gone.
especially what's his face?
The Stone Hashira? Or
No.
the Mist Hashira, the one with his brother?
That right there was crazy. But I also feel like the one that really fucked me up is when the dude, what's his name? The one who was eating the demons. What's his brother's name?
Oh,
Yeah, that was
When I felt bad when he was blaming him for killing their mom and not realizing the mom had turned into a demon.
Yeah,
That part right there really kind of fucked me up.
yeah, that was bad. When my man was like, "Yo, I've been eating demons to get stronger." Yo, you know, I've been like, "Yo."
I mean, but he had to, because for him, he doesn't have a breathing technique. He doesn't know how to do a breathing technique. So what else can he do but use the gun and eat the demons?
I feel like for movies, it's very hard to get me invested enough to cry. But like Evangelion's 27 episodes and 5 movies, so that's like 50 hours of being with his characters. So when you get to the end, it's really emotional. Gurren Lagann is 27 episodes. It got me emotional. Trails I've played for 5,000 hours. So when you get to like hour 4,500 and you've been with these characters for months, it's very sad when you see them grow, you see them find love, find happiness, stuff like that. But like with movies, it's like 2 hours, bro. I don't know you that much, bro.
I mean, but see, when you get vested in an anime like that, like I'm gonna be honest, I never thought they can like really put emotion. But when you get invested in them, They do. You get attached to them characters. Like this man, like is JoJo like that? Do you get attached to people in JoJo?
Yeah, so I didn't want to say anything though, 'cause I know.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna watch it.
No, like spoilers.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it anyway. We do spoilers here. We spoil. We talk about the whole show though. We don't like
With like the exception of JoJolion, you don't really get invested because they're so short. Like each part is so short. But I guess there's like eventually, like you get so far and apart, you just really know the characters and just something happens.
I just expect nothing to happen and then something happened.
Oh,
I mean, granted, each character is like a descendant, but they also have a backstory.
Yeah.
because I am gonna get into that. Well, it's one called Uncle from Another Planet or Uncle from Another World. Have y'all seen that one yet? Okay, what about the God of High School?
God, high school. I'm blown that wasn't another season.
Was it good though? Because
That's great.
okay, good. Because I'm about to
Like I said, if you read the webtoon, which goes further into detail, like the fight scenes in the webtoon, the way they were able to bring it on screen, it's the same thing with Tower of God. Because I didn't know. First time I heard of Tower of God was reading it through webtoon.
Okay.
But see, with God of High School, it doesn't drag. It's damn near action throughout the entire series. But
yeah, it's just they throw hands.
But you see the back. Everybody has a backstory, but you see the reason why they fight.
Oh, okay. You seen God of High School?
I seen a couple episodes, but then I couldn't watch it because I think my Crunchyroll got interrupted.
Well, straight on it. So, like, I and what's it called? Mashal? Yeah.
That one's funny.
Yeah, they said that's supposed to be seriously good too.
Never.
Like he's supposed to be like super strong in the world of magic. He don't have any magic. He just got strength.
I know it's got the people who did the first Dawn opening. They did the opening for that one.
Yeah. Like they're flying.
Creepy Nuts.
They're flying on what?
Creepy. That's the name of the band.
What?
Creepy Nuts.
Oh man.
That's the they do the OP for the first OP for Don and for Mashal.
That's another something I can look it up. Type it in my browser. I don't want to see Creepy Nuts.
Is that Creepy Nuts?
No, I'm good. I'm not typing that in, man. I'm good, man. I know, but I seen a little bit of it. I just seen when they're flying the brooms.
He can't.
And he can't fly, so he took this thing and he threw the broomstick hard as he could, and he jumped up in there and jumped on top of it, but he threw it so hard like he was flying.
That's like that one guy in Dragon Ball where he throws the pillar and he just jumps on it.
Yeah.
Like General.
Hey, what's it called?
Mashal.
Oh, never mind. I see.
Yeah, so
That was actually really good.
yeah, I need to check that out too. To Your Eternity.
Let me tell you about that piece of shit.
Man, golly.
I mean that in a good way because the first episode fucked me up so bad, I stopped watching it. Like it touched my heart to the point where I was like, I can't watch no fucking shit. But it's good though.
Is it sad?
Yes.
That was me with Rankin.
Very fucking. The first episode fucked me up. I was just like, because a friend of mine told me about it, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it. I came out of work. I said, why the fuck can you tell me that? Yeah, you gotta finish. That's the bro. It's too damn depressing. It's just like you gotta finish it.
So is it action or is it like a drama, a romance, or what is it?
It's got action in it, but it's also drama. It's almost like it has a mixture because there's a little bit of slice of life in there.
Okay.
There's drama, but there's also action. But it's it's emotional.
Oh, okay.
Because the entity is pretty much coming. What it does is that like this little ball comes down, and I guess what it does, it copies what it sees. And so, like I said, the first episode is about a boy. He's living secluded in like this. It's like I can't remember the name of the area, but he's the only one left out of his village.
Okay.
So he's got to trek through like snow and ice and treacherous winds. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna go look for my people. I'm gonna go where they went. And then there's these stones that have arrows on them that's telling him, all right, I need to go this way. Well, somewhere along the line, the arrows got messed up. So he was just traveling in circles. He ends up getting sick. And then the dog ends up getting sick because the dog stayed with him the entire time. So as he finally gets back home, he's like, I'm just going to just rest here by the fire. You know, I'm with the dog and everything. The kid dies. The dog dies. But the entity takes over and copies them both. But you see exactly what happened and why the arrows got messed up. But I think what it was, I think he actually got close, but got turned around because he got hurt. So that first episode, I was just like, I ain't watching this shit. But now I kind of feel like I have to finish it because like it's the second season is well due to the fact there is a second season. But the first episode, I was like, oh, this shit is fire. Fuck my way up. So like, because like I said, it takes a lot for me to watch something and be like, damn, that really hurt. It takes because like I said before. If I were to watch anime, I could never relate to it. I would just watch it just to watch it. If it's good, it's good. But I've never gotten so in depth with the character or a background to where I'm just like, damn, I need to go for a walk. Yeah, so crazy. It's crazy. And don't get like I said, To Your Eternity is really good. I'm telling you, I found that I was looking at a list of like top 10 animes that you have to watch, and it was one of them. Like, man, ask you fellas about that. Have you ever watched anything that you got that invested into? Like, what's your most invested anime?
Hunter was
great.
I was pretty invested in it.
That was very.
I don't know. Hunter still has. Do you think? This is my opinion.
It would have been the greatest anime of all time if he didn't get sick.
Yeah,
I think he should have just ended it there. He didn't have to keep going.
No, yeah, keep going. I got to see Gon fighting that body again.
Gon is not the main character anymore.
Huh?
Yeah,
Gon's story is over.
His story's over. Yeah, I realized all this shit was just to meet his dad.
Yeah. Gon's story is the new stuff is about Killua.
Yeah, that's why it's good because it focuses on the story progresses pretty naturally.
So
that's why
that transformation that he did.
Yeah, that was like Gon's last.
That got to be like the top 10 transformations ever.
It's an OP transformation, if you ask me. But at the same time, it came with cost. Because I mean, look what happened after all that went. I mean, Killua had to do a lot just to get his sister to fix him. Nobody could, because you got to realize nobody could do anything. That's when they were like, I got to go get my sister. And everybody knows his sister was just like one of the most dangerous people to even let go. That's why they kept her in that room. That's why she always had different servants, because they were always dying because of her.
They used her.
Maybe I need to watch that again.
It was the most unexpected transformation of all time. I went into it blind, and I'm like, oh, they're about to fight, and Killua and Gon are gonna go in together, and then Gon goes in by himself, and then I'm like, oh, he's about to get angry and just power up, and they're gonna fight, and then that I think I remember it very vividly when his face turned black, and they did that animation with his eyes. I was like, wait a second. But also, Gon was freaking me out the whole entire series. He would say kind of little psychotic things. But
you can kind of tell as we got further in, he was slowly breaking due to the fact that a lot of people he tried to protect or care about was either getting seriously hurt or they were dying. And after what that girl did with, what's his name?
Kite.
After what happened with Kite, you can kind of tell that was his breaking point.
Yeah, because he was sitting at the bonfire with that chameleon that one time, and he's like, the chameleon's like, oh, aren't we enemies? Why don't you just kill me? He's like, oh, I think you're a good person, but if you want, I'll just kill you right now. I wouldn't really care. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was gone.
So, yeah, he
went through so much.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those where you understand the rage, because after a while, it's kind of hard continuously being the good person when eventually, you're going to have to flip that switch.
Yeah.
Because there was another character like that. I can't remember.
So that's what I think, okay, I understand, everybody said this person's good, this person's evil, whatever. I think all these people, all these superheroes are basically what do they call them? Not vigilantes.
Anti-hero?
Anti-heroes. Like
That's one thing. I'm tired of the anti-hero.
Just give me a guy who's like good.
I just think that like all of them are like, if you're gonna be a good hero, you got to be almost like Batman. Like, where listen, man, this is gonna come at a cost. I ain't got no feelings in it. This just need to be done.
But I just want a one that just like saves puppies and saves children. Why does he have to be like, oh, I have the dark side, bro? Just be good.
That's what I like. That's why my favorite heroes is like Deku.
Deku got a dark side, right?
No.
I think Deku's more like he tries to take on the world by himself.
Yeah, see, I couldn't be a hero. If I was okay, honestly, if you were a hero in an anime, would you have a dark side?
Depends on my backstory. If I don't have one, then no. But see, I thought Endeavor was kind of. I thought he was cool.
That's kind of like I think I would be more on like that. Like,
because I feel like in the beginning he was just a piece of shit, and then like it was just like, oh, were you really like this to be like this, or was it just?
Oh, he got beat up by that Nomu. I think it changed.
no hands on. He know how far like All Might was ahead of him, but he got them hands put on him. Like, oh snap! Because All Might was super weak and whoop on these things. This thing just whooped my behind. He whooped him.
But hell, even what's his name? Who's got the
Hawks?
They beat the brakes off him. They beat the brakes off.
All his specters.
They beat the fellas off that dude.
What's the dude who's got the ice and the fire powers? What's his name?
Todoroki.
Yeah, Todoroki.
Yeah, but see, I mean, if you look at his backstory, it's not like he wasn't really a bad person. He just isolated himself.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
But if you look, if you see, like, even when he fought Deku in the beginning, you can kind of tell the respect was earned due to the fact that he went toe to toe with him, even though he did not control his powers in the beginning. But as you see it now, even as they got further into where they wanted to go save Bakugo, even at that point, like, it was kind of like, all right, well, he was never really a bad dude. He just didn't have friends.
Yeah. See, I think that Dallas would be a Deku. I think he'd be a really nice hero. I think Shawn would be a really nice hero. I think we'll do some weird shit. Like, man, we'll do something weird.
I feel like I'll be on some what's his name? What's the dude with the sword? That'd be
Stain?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I'll do some shit like that for real. Especially in Polk County. Especially
So you'd be like, staying. You ain't the one I'm looking for.
I'm down.
That's crazy.
That type of universe in this reality, there's no way I would.
You could be a good hero, man. But it's different, man. You have to be number one. You couldn't be a good hero in Florida. I mean, the people that you got to fight around here, the things that you got to fight, man. These crackheads, man, that you out here. You got listen. The superpower. You get stuck with someone. Happened? Oh man, that was fentanyl. Man, you done. Now, man, you have to be crazy to be here, man. So, another thing I was looking at was OP characters. Who is your most OP
I know you got a list. I made a list.
Uh-oh.
Well, we got to hear Dallas.
We got to hear Dallas list. I would hear your list, man.
We all know Dallas people.
See, my list was a cheat. GPT gave this to me because I think we're going to have some disputes about this one. But I want to hear your list.
Okay. Well, it's pulling from a lot of, like, anime, games, manga, stuff like that. Yuhabak from Bleach. He has the power. He has the power of the Almighty from the Soul King. He basically has what's the hockey that lets you see into the future?
Dang.
I'm on it.
One piece is so hockey. I can't think of that. It's the futuristic hockey.
Observers? Is it
Observation hockey. Yeah.
He basically has that, but like so far ahead.
I honestly feel like he's overpaid due to the fact that you were able to take out
the Soul
King.
Soul King's like that guy.
Not only that, you were able to kill what's his name? Yamamoto.
Yeah,
And Yamamoto
he cheated to kill Yamamoto.
and which is crazy because Yamamoto has a sick ass Bankai.
Yeah, Yamamoto, he has like this thing that he like has like 4 different powers, like north, south, east, west. I think north is like I slash at something and it just disappears.
This is his Bankai is so powerful though, but it's so powerful that he can't keep it out for so long because it'll start burning him.
Yeah, and he's an old man. So
I don't know what his prime would look like.
That's like, and that's the crazy part. Like seeing, like when you think about Yamamoto in his prime with that type of Bankai, and the fact that he can't have it out, he can't have it unleashed for so long before he starts to burn to death. Yeah, that's crazy.
Also, Aizen, he has Kyoka Suigetsu, which is his Shikai. And he just drops his sword and he like makes other people's like see things differently, so he can like affect them in certain ways. So like, oh, you think you hit me? I was actually over here behind you and I already slashed you.
Which is stupid. When I started Bleach, I didn't know what it was.
I think it was so fun. It's such a fun power.
I mean, I think he's strong due to the fact that one, he's got some ridiculous spiritual pressure.
Yeah. He also
I also feel like between him and Kenpachi, because I feel like Kenpachi would be OP, especially now that he's awakened his sword.
Yeah, his Bankai is crazy because he hit so hard that he actually broke his own arm. Like he swung and he swung his sword with such force that his arm just dislocated and like the bone sticks out. Like his arm was just flopping after that. He used so much of his power that his body couldn't take it.
I didn't understand it. I thought it was all about sword fighting. And
no.
And then Aizen says, "Oh yeah, by the way, my sword power is to make you see what you want." I'm like, what? What is?
But that's also another thing that made Bleach unique is the fact that every sword had a name. Mm-hmm. Every name came with a unique ability.
Yeah. So Aizen also, he's like the only one.
Ichigo's sword was just the same. It's just the same techniques, just different versions of his sword. Which I thought was kind of lame eventually because I'm just like, well, damn, can we get something new?
Yeah, Aizen also, he's like the only one who knows all forms of Keto, which is basically the magic system. Oh, so he knows like Keto 100, which is like trapping you in a black box you cannot break. And then the black box like slowly gets smaller. And he uses that against Ichigo at the end of the fake Kurakura time arc. And then, but because Ichigo has been training in like the Bleach hyperbolic time chamber for 3 years, so he's like easily breaks out of it. So you don't really get to see that power, but
he uses it again in the 1,000-year Blood War.
Aizen has so much aura. The first time you see him, he's like stuck to a chair. Yeah,
and like he's wearing like this get up. Due to the fact that he's that powerful, he has to be in that chair at all times. That's how powerful he is.
Yeah, he'd have to restrain him at all times.
I guess when they were invading, what were they?
They were invading
was it the Soul Society?
The Soul Society.
And he was just like, it'd be easier if you just let me out of the chair. And that's when what's his face is like, well, with your amount of spiritual pressure, this shouldn't be a problem to you. And like I'm saying, like Aizen's spiritual pressure is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. When Aizen you first find that out that Aizen's the bad guy, Ichigo immediately runs out and Aizen uses one finger on his sword and then just blood starts coming out of Ichigo. Like he didn't even attack him; he just put his finger on Ichigo's sword and Ichigo started bleeding.
Aizen doesn't even look that cool.
Aizen, what is this? In the beginning, like he just was like a regular dude. Yeah. Essentially, they make him more villain-like, which kind of works.
Yeah, his entire beginning just lies to you. Like people didn't know his sword power until it was revealed to be a villain. Everybody thought he just had a different sword power. That's why his Shikai worked, where he just lies to you, because he was lying the whole time. The sword power everybody thought he had for like 1,000 years wasn't even the power of his sword.
I didn't expect it either. He looks like he works at Best Buy. He had this.
The first time you see him, like the second time you see him, he's dead. He just pretends to be like crucified up there, and he's like blood's raining down. But that was just all part of the Shikai. He's just lying to people.
I didn't think twice. I'm like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, saying they already killed someone.
Oh well, let me see what Ichigo's up to.
I will say though, one thing, because like I said, I don't think Ichigo's powerful.
Yeah, he's not him.
I feel like one thing I will give Ichigo credit for is that every time you watch Bleach, he's not winning every fight. I will give him credit because you have those characters who win damn near every fight.
He dies.
Yeah.
He dies against.
So that's like a Goku type character because
Yeah.
Goku's got hands put on him before.
Yeah. He dies to what's his name? The bat. Ukiura. He dies to Ukiura.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Number 4.
Ukiura kills him.
Yeah.
Dang. Who's your next OP person?
Madara should be on here.
Okay.
You know,
This
one.
This one requires context. There's a game series I play called Shin Megami Tensei. There's a character who keeps showing up. His name is Steven. He looks like Stephen Hawking. He's in a wheelchair, but he discovered this thing called the Axiom, which is basically God. He controls every universe, and he has the Axiom's power. So he just shows up. He appears in every universe, and he just shows up in a wheelchair, and he just like says, "Hey." And then you fight him in the 4th game, and he's insanely hard. He can like crush space time like near you, and then once you beat him, he's like in his wheelchair. He's like, okay, I guess I have to fight. He just stands up, and he's like, okay, it's time to fight. So he's just been in the wheelchair the whole time, just suppressing his power, but he can actually just stand up. So
That's pretty cool.
what is it? Okay, Cassius Bright from Trails. He is the strongest. Trails is a game series I played. It's like the one that I said was like thousands of hours long. He is considered the strongest swordsman in the entire continent of Zemuria. He is so strong that he says he's too dangerous with a sword. So he just uses a staff from now on. He's like, I can kill people too easily with a sword. So I'm just going to use a staff to give people a chance. And
so you think he could look Mihawk then?
Yeah, Mihawk's a fraud.
Mihawk's not even.
Yeah, he was smurfing the East Blue because that was the only place he could feel like a badass.
So hold up, if he's a fraud, like you meaning he really can't beat Roro Zoro?
He can't. Well, he could.
He could.
But he can't now.
Hold up.
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
Yeah, Mihawk is. He's not strong. The only reason people think he's strong is because instead of being in the New World where he's nothing, he just smurfs a bunch of new pirates in the East Blue. He's like a level 50 guy, like fighting like people who just started, bro. Pick on your own dudes. Pick on people your own size.
So he go to like Luffy them at now.
Yeah,
he's like.
You have to look at the amount of training they were doing from that era going into now. Hell, look how strong everybody got after the 2 years.
Yeah. Also, the world's strongest swordsman title. Shanks is right there.
Yeah.
You're not Shanks level.
No, ain't nobody Shanks level.
Yeah.
This is the last thing when I see Shanks break a move on that one dude, who draws all the stuff to him.
Oh, that if you.
Bro,
that was probably the biggest waste of time.
Yeah.
Even challenge Shanks because he knew for a fact.
Yo,
it wasn't going to work.
I've never seen no one in the series do what that man.
But at the same time, too, but you have to look at how Shanks is. Shanks is the only person who single-handedly stopped that war.
Yeah.
Just him and
words.
Yeah.
He just said
stop.
Like you,
this is enough.
He talking to like the baddest dudes on the planet. Like that, yo. If y'all want to, we'd be glad to fight y'all.
But I mean, at the same time, he's earned that title as one of the 4 emperors.
Yeah, it's like he that bad. What about this? On the list I got, I really think they kind of mess it up a little bit.
Madara is damn sure not.
Yeah, that's what he said. Madara shouldn't be on there.
Gojo is awesome.
Well, like I said, like I told you already, Gojo's not powerful than Sukuna.
Yeah.
So he really wasn't more powerful.
Yeah. Lane? Why is Lane on there?
I don't even know that.
Lane doesn't even fight.
I don't know.
That is a psychological horror anime. That is
This is AI.
Yes, this is AI.
What is Lane?
I mean, that's just I just feel like he's
I don't
realistic
count
character.
that.
Also, Lane is a child.
Or like a Rayleigh from Dragon Ball.
I mean, Xeno, I can understand. It's like girls. It doesn't.
Yeah. People fighting against this person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
that is a child.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Giorno from JoJo. I love
Yeah,
all the. There's a bunch of JoJo abilities that are just broken.
Diavolo with King Crimson, where you can just erase periods of time in between things.
Yeah, his is weird.
Yeah, nobody can explain King Crimson's power because you'll attack and then he'll erase 10 seconds from what happened. So you'll be like, and then you'll be like all those 10 seconds in between those have been erased.
Well, he has two powers. King Crimson forces time to play. So whatever actions you are going to take in the next 10 seconds happen inevitably. And then his little power on his head, that I think is called like Emperor, allows him to freely move around while everyone else is predestined to do whatever they were going to do in the next 10 seconds.
Oh, so how can you whoop him?
That's a great question.
This makes see everything that's going to happen in 10
Because
seconds.
Cold Experience Requiem is more broken than any other JoJo stand. It's not even close.
I mean, I personally still think Jim Woo's OP.
Jim, yeah.
Because I mean, if you watch the anime, I have yet to see him lose a fight.
I don't
Except for
understand.
when he was a child.
Yeah.
When he first,
Get it.
but I've never seen him lose a fight. Like he's
This is JoJo story.
No,
this is solo.
So, yeah. Okay.
But you've never seen him lose a fight,
Well,
except for when.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Like,
I'm telling you something I'm checking out right now. That's pretty cool. Have you ever heard Pocket FM? Did I tell you about that? Pocket FM is an app where they have like series on there, and you kind of it's like an audiobook, but they kind of like read it out so you listen to it while you work, whatever.
like Audible.
Yeah, like Audible. But they got solo leveling now. But solo leveling type. There's a lot of stuff that that's not going to be shown.
I mean, you're not gonna get the full experience like you would as far as reading.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like I didn't know he was that powerful. Like I know what he get right now, but the man gets outrageous.
But you also have to look at it too. His dad's OP.
Way OP because he whooped on boys.
Even Jim Woo's son becomes OP.
I couldn't get into Solo Leveling. I watched the first 3 episodes. And I was like,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
But it was one that was highly anticipated mangas that people wanted to buy.
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed. Like even the soundtrack, because I heard it was Hiroyuki Sawano who does. He did like the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan. He does Kill la Kill. He does Xenoblade Chronicles X. He does a bunch of anime. And I was like, I really love his style. And then I heard his music for Solo Leveling, and I was like, it's not that great. It sounds like he kind of phoned it in here.
I these power scaling things, I always see people power scaling, and there's a lot of factors that people don't get. Like it reminds me of like if someone says, a mongoose, a snake can bite an elephant and it will die because of the poison. Yeah. But mongooses are immune to snake venom. Therefore, mongoose can be the elephant. And I'm like, wait a second, that logic jumps around so much.
That's a good guy.
100 Charizards versus 500 Lions.
Yeah. You do have to put it, because you have to look at the universe they're from, not only the universe they're from, but is this person a regular person, like a regular being, or is this person like, because if you're just going on natural human, Krillin, one of the strongest natural humans.
He is the strongest human.
So that means if you who would you put your money on? Krillin or Baki?
Probably Baki.
Baki.
You think Baki's gonna whoop Krillin?
Baki's got. You got to realize that. Yeah. Krillin, he's maybe a strong human, but it's
the feet
the same hands for that too. But it's not even. I don't even think that's much of a challenge.
I think Krillin will whoop him. He got trained by Master Roshi. I think Roshi might whoop him.
I don't know about
I don't know about that.
In that big style, in that big form.
Yeah, but he's like,
Yeah,
that's
look how much that requires him to do all that. I mean, yeah, Master Roshi may be. I wouldn't say OP, but Master Roshi may be up there, but this is the same motherfucker who almost died in the tournament of power. trying to seal someone.
Yeah.
So no, I don't see it.
Yeah. That's natural humans, man. There's not many of them out there. They're just what's he called? Master?
I don't know.
Is he a natural human or?
I don't know if he's a natural.
Because he's doing some like this man holding on.
He's got the same. He's got this. I almost feel like he's like the wizard version of Saitama.
Told you.
Yeah. Okay.
Told you.
Toji's
a natural human, technically.
I don't know if he can move that fast. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Toji.
The one who cut Gojo?
Oh shit! You know that's a good question. He's pretty out there.
Yeah, he's pretty strong, man.
I think the only thing he just has a weapon, right?
Yeah, but everything else is just natural. He's not like
He traded all his potential for just natural strength.
Yeah.
But
see, like I said, I feel like Gojo, I can't really see him as powerful because, like I said,
I think plot saves Sukuna. I want to put that out there. I think plot saves Sukuna.
I mean, like I said,
plot saved.
If you get to what chapter, I think it's 236. I can't remember, where you actually see Gojo fighting Sukuna, you'll see where Sukuna literally had to strategize how to beat Gojo. He's not OP. Just like I told you, he has a technique called the world cutting
slash.
Yeah. Look how that worked.
Yeah, I just think power scaling across like multiple series is kind of silly because like different series of different like goals and they serve different purposes. Like putting Saitama against Goku, like Saitama's that's a jag character.
That's just a terrible.
Yeah, he's not a real anime character though, right? Saitama.
Not really.
No, not really.
So I mean,
you gotta realize like if you watch One Punch Man, Saitama's really just a laughing stock in there. Like you see everybody else fight, and then you'll see him come in like last minute type deal, but you'll see just him worrying about growing his hair back and trying foods and shit. Yeah, but like you don't really see him doing much fighting. Don't get wrong. I think it's good to not focus on him due to the fact that he's that powerful, but I like the fact that everybody else gets the shine they deserve because why would you just have it wouldn't be much of an anime every time he fights, he's just killing.
It just seems like, who would win Naruto versus Saitama? Well, Saitama comes from a series where one of his villains is named like the Black Sperm. These are like, they serve
some ridiculous
these serve different purposes and they're.
You got a hero who rides a bike.
Yeah.
Who fights crime.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
But Moonman Rider, man, he should have just let the Fishman kill Moonman Rider. Like, bro, why y'all yelling to speed for? Listen, bro, you're done. If that's whenever he threw the bike at a dude, he should have got killed.
That's what One Punch Man like fighting game is terrible. But the best thing about it is that Moomin Rider and Saitama like share a character, but Moomin Rider is the worst. But if you play for 3 minutes as Moomin Rider, Saitama finally makes it to the fight, and he's just unbeatable. That's like how they balance it to where Saitama can kill everybody. You just have to play as Moomin Rider for 3 minutes, and Moomin Rider sucks.
Like you see a time clock and Saitama running.
Yeah, you just see like in the corner, Saitama's like running real fast, and it says like 2 minutes until Saitama arrives. But you have to play as Moomin Rider. You have to survive as Moomin Rider until then.
Oh, the game was funny.
That game sucks. That game is ass.
Okay, what about I understand Naruto. I don't think Naruto can beat Goku.
No.
I don't think it'd be close. I don't think Naruto can beat Gojo.
No, Naruto can't beat Gojo.
Tetsuo, I mean, he dies.
So many
guys at the end.
There's so many errors on here. So, like, who is your most powerful character?
Aaron on here.
That should be on there. He's just a pissed off dude with a sword. Who's your most OP character? Like you. So, like, anime is so broad, and there's so many movies. Like, okay, if you have one character fill out, you go, okay, this is my dude. Who would that be?
Oh, I almost feel like at this point, I kind of feel like Zoro's almost OP because I haven't seen him really lose he hasn't really lost a fight since he's trained.
I would say Wonder of You.
Oh yeah, Wonder of You.
You have to say one from JoJo. I don't know. I didn't read it. I just know his power is if you think about hurting him, you calamity.
Yeah, bad things just keep happening. You're like,
until you die.
Oh, I want to hurt him. Oh, a car just hit me. Bad things just happen to you if you even think about trying.
But at the same time, he gets beat by a guy whose power is spinning stuff. So
yeah.
It's like I don't know where to scale these people. Yeah. Especially when the series have OP villains like JoJo. Like you'll see like Father Pucci who has who has the power to reset the universe, beat by a kid with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
It just loses. I'm like, what is it?
It is hard to gauge the power levels in JoJo because a lot of those stands and a lot of those people are just ridiculous. Like it's one of those where it is like, how's that possible?
But is JoJo happening in the? This is not really happening. It's like a mental thing, right?
No, if this happening, you just can't see it unless you have the energy. It's really cool because the thing about JoJo, what I like, what all animes do, is even if you have an OP ability, if you don't know how to use it, then you're stupid.
Yeah,
because what's that guy? Josuke's friend. He has the power to erase space. Like he just can erase any space, and I'm like, that's really good, but he gets beat all the time because he's dumb. And Josuke, on the other hand, has the power to just fix things, and he's OP because he does it. Heck, Johnny in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
The latest one, he has the power to what is it? Is he spin or is he
Are you talking about in Steel Ball Run?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I forgot.
Yeah, I just know.
I think it's switch his powers.
There's just so many also range plays a factor. Not just like battle knowledge, but like some stands are longer range than others, and that plays a really big factor.
Hell, the dog even has a fucking stand.
Yeah. What's his name?
Oh, is this one with Michael Jackson in it? Or Jesus?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus is the president, and he has the American flag on his back.
Well, he gave him the American flag.
He's the one with D4.
That's right, D4. And you're from America, but I didn't get this man the American flag, man.
I really like, I think it's Slippery When Wet, which is the one.
That's what it is, yes.
Yeah, Slippery When Wet, where you can just take the properties of something. So, like, I'll take the properties of this like very like slimy water, and I'll apply it to you. So now you just slip all over.
Then you face him against the guy that, if you think about hurting him, you die. And then somehow the guy who makes stuff slippery when wet wins. It's just really funny. I like the things like that. It's like characters who know how to use it. That's why I like Gojo.
Yeah.
Because Gojo, technically, I mean, you see him when he was a kid, even when like he was a teenager when he was fighting Toji, he didn't really know how to use his powers. He started to train it.
Yeah.
And after he got lost by Toji, he had to train again because he's like, oh goodness, even if.
But when he came back, he was.
And that's why he did so good against Miguel, because Miguel was pretty strong too. He was as strong as Toji, but he had something that could nullify Gojo's barrier. He had a cursed object, but it didn't matter because Gojo trained for that, and now he saw what he did to Miguel. That was a generational.
Yeah.
The thing with Power's got just so many different factors.
What about Zeno?
Well, I mean, he's a god.
He's a god, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he beat that.
That's like anti-spiral.
Yeah, that's the anti-spiral from Gurren Lagann.
Okay, what you got?
But even the anti-spiral got in the movie, him and Simon, they throw hands. They beat the shit out of each other. It's incredible. It's like it's a robot fight for like 99.9% of it. But when you fight finally get to the big bad, they just punch each other.
Wow. See, it always comes back to the hand, man. I'm gonna say my favorite character is not the most powerful character, but if you just throwing hands,
I like those characters too.
who just like punch each other with just brute strength, I like All Might, man. I love how All Might. I don't think you've seen All Might hit anybody. What All Might does is he just punches at the air, and the power from his punch actually. Only thing you see him punch was that
That's what
I don't understand All Might's power still. I mean, I'm in season 6. Why can Deku hit so hard? Because now that One for All is being explained, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. He has a bunch of different quirks, but where's the power that makes him flick so hard that he can shatter Todoroki's ice thing? I was actually meaning to look that up because I'm so.
Is that like those smash the smash that All Might do, like the Oklahoma smash?
Who is that? Because All Might is quirkless too, right?
Well, that's sort of like All Might's power. He doesn't have all Might power, but he has some of it. But his quirk was just strength. So All Might usually, you notice in the first season when he's fighting Bakugo and Deku, he doesn't punch the building or punch anything around. He just punches at it and he knocks the whole block down.
Where did it come
from? That's his power because each individual person out.
So he's not quirkless?
Now he's losing his quirk. He still has
Was he quirkless in the beginning?
No.
Because I thought the whole thing was All Might and Deku were both quirkless, which is why they were so well suited for one, which is why they could live longer.
Yeah, so that girl, what's her name? The girl, All Might, she gives All Might One for All, right? And All Might gives it to Deku. But until he dies, it's still in him. It's in him a little bit. But now, on this recent series, he's quirky because he put on that Iron Man outfit, got the brakes beat off of him. So he quirky now, I guarantee you that. So, I mean, he just going off of...
What's the one dude who can erase your quirk?
The
Eraser. I feel like he's OP as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's not only that.
Give him
Yeah, but you got to give my man. You got to give him. My man needs some Visine. If my man be like this to his eyes, because he can't blink. When he's looking at you to erase your quirk, he can't blink. If he blinks, you're free.
I feel like sometimes the most OP power because if they don't have their quirks, they don't have their durability. So
it doesn't take much.
If it was me, I would just be a Razorhead and then have a gun.
They're so lucky they're in Japan because like they could a lot of those superheroes could get hard countered by just someone owning a gun, but you can't own a gun in Japan.
Yeah, that's versus what?
Yeah,
huh?
You can't
own a gun.
That's why the
in Japan.
Can't own a gun. That's why when the prime minister got assassinated, the guy who killed him, he just created a shotgun out of a bunch of scrap. You can't own a gun, and like unless you're a police officer, you can't own a gun.
So what if they just want to take over the people?
Hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
I got that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was not a person that believed in guns until it's like everybody else got one. I need one.
Those are some of my favorite characters in anime. The hands, and then you just have a random guy that just has a pistol.
So who's your favorite hands?
Toji.
Who's your favorite hands?
It's hard.
You watched a lot of anime too, though.
That's what I'm saying. It would be kind of rough to see.
That's why I like Naruto so much because it was a lot of hands. It was a lot of hands. Like that 1v1 with
Obito and Koshi.
Oh man, that was amazing.
My favorite hand, it's in Trails because I love Trails, so I'm just always going to bring it back to Trails. But in Trails there's a church like one of the governing bodies is the church, and they have these things called dominions. They're like special people with powers over like wind or thorns and stuff like that. And they're priests for the church. And one of the priests fakes his death and gives his power of wind to his protege, and then he just pretends that he dies. But then it turns out he didn't die, and he gave up his spear and he gave up his wind powers. He's powerless, so now he just throws hands. He's just like super into fighting people with boxing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I personally feel like if it's anything, but it's not, doesn't even involve powers, but it's a Haji. What's the Haji? Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite due to the fact that it's just straight boxing.
Which one?
Hajime no Ippo?
Oh yeah, yo. But the techniques they show in that is real. They do it.
Which is why I think it should be my top due to the fact that it's literally just boxing. There's no powers involved.
Yeah.
It's literally just.
I think that's why I got into boxing too, because it ain't really no powers. It was just straight.
I mean,
Yo, when my man slapped the skin off Baki, but that was the.
I love that part in Baki.
That took pit snap into a whole other level. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, Kangen also was pretty good, but
that one part where Baki's dad, like he makes soup out of air, like he just like forces air together to make a bowl, and then he puts invisible air soup in a bowl. And he starts eating.
Yeah.
Air, like it's just so stupid.
Yeah, but
I mean,
but I would never tell Ogre that they're stupid.
Yeah.
And, it's like how they did Mike Tyson in that piece was crazy.
How they did Obama in Baki.
And Muhammad Ali. Yo, they had Muhammad Ali shaking everything in that piece. You remember?
It's true.
I know, but they still gave him his props because whenever his son was getting, my man came down fast. He really did come down fast, and then and Ogre respected him. So I really do. I like how they gave him his respect, but they didn't respect like. I mean, you know, I thought it was pretty crazy how it happened, but another hands person that I like is
I will say, and I haven't finished it. I kind of want to read it first because I've already seen the majority of the volumes of What's a Million. But I will say the Records of Ragnaroks.
Oh, yeah.
oh, yeah. That was good, bro. I think they underestimate that.
I think people dropped off of that because I remember a lot of people were like complaining about like the animation in the specific fight where it was just
great to me.
I've yet to hear a complaint.
yeah.
I remember loved it.
But a lot of people also have read it though.
I remember there were people like, "What? This fight looks terrible."
Like my friend Juice, he's further along in the manga. So he was just like, once we actually started getting to these actual points, then it's kind of like it'll be worth watching.
Have you seen it? Yo, when Adam fought, I thought that was the most amazing ability when he fought Zeus. When Adam fought Zeus, that was awesome. And the backstory, I love all of that. I love when Jack the Ripper fought.
I believe they got what I believe there's a fight with Leonidas in there.
No, for real. So they got to keep that going because that's a good one, man. That's a really good one. I enjoyed that, man. I thought it was hands down. I loved it.
Speaking of hands characters, Dante,
Vincent,
Devil May Cry.
what about his brother?
Well, Virgil.
Yeah. You think about I don't see that's the thing. I've never seen Virgil without. It's always Yamato.
In the games, he steals Beowulf from Beowulf. And Beowulf is a set of greaves and leggings where you fight and punch people.
Mm-hmm.
But in Devil May Cry 5, he has Dante has. Well, I mean, Virgil in 5 also has Beowulf. He keeps Beowulf, but there's a weapon in 5 where it's like the punching. But also it has kicks, like it has shoes, and when you switch to shoes form, you either choose feet or shoes form, and in shoes form you just do capoeira. So you're dancing on them.
Like Belmont.
Who's that?
From Castlevania.
I ain't seen all the Castlevania yet. Have you seen it all?
I didn't like it. It's not what
whips people.
Richter started off like a bitch.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that he had I will say there's a part in there where it did kind of piss me off that he seen the vampire that, what was it? That I think it.
It's been a while.
Whoever the vampire was, I think he killed his mom or some shit.
Shaft.
Yeah, he went into a bitch moment when he seen him and ran in mid-fight, which I thought was a real bitch moment.
I'm morally opposed to watching Castlevania Nocturne because it's a
Nocturne was pretty.
Yeah, it's an adaptation of one of my favorite games, Castlevania Rondo of Blood, and I just know because I saw the first season of the original, which was it was a loose retelling of Castlevania 3, and I was like, this is not why I watch why I like Castlevania. Castlevania is goofy, it's silly, but it's a little dark, and it was just not any of that for me. So I just know Castlevania Nocturne is just going to piss me off.
Nocturne was actually goofy and dark. I think the first one was way more serious. Now, if you're talking about Trevor, then yeah, Trevor had the goofy side, and he also had the dickhead side.
Yeah.
But it also worked in his advantage due to the fact that with him being a Belmont, nobody liked him. So just him being like in the beginning where he's just being a drunk and talking straight shit to everybody, like it worked.
It worked.
With Richter, it was more like, okay, so we have this bloodline you come from, a very powerful one due to the fact that your mom was a what was she? What did they call him? They called him something because he also had powers, but it was just one of those where he kind of started off a little cocky and then he got
humble.
Yeah, very fast.
Get humbled, man. People get humbled, man. I don't know, man. I would, after looking at all of it, I don't think there's a way to find out who's the most powerful character because of the universal difference, like where everybody come from, like because all these characters come from different universes, different timelines. I'm pretty sure, so everybody's powerful in their own way. But
there's some where it doesn't make any sense. I saw a video of Levi Ackerman versus Vegeta. And that's the dumbest shit. I was like, wait a second.
There's I don't even see how that even works.
If you drop Kid Vegeta,
Levi is dead.
You drop Kid Vegeta in the Attack on Titan world,
he would beat everybody all the time.
Yeah, Levi got beaten by a bomb.
Yeah. So yeah,
I mean, it doesn't take much. I mean, because I think I seen that too, where it showed Aaron fighting Vegeta, but it showed Vegeta in his ape form.
Yeah,
which I'm just like,
why did he have to go there?
Yeah,
which he doesn't, but at the same time, so I'm just like, why would you want to fight him in his ape form?
Yeah.
I think they did like, to go against his Titan form. I'm like,
yeah, but you going against it when you're dealing with someone who's already skilled in martial arts compared to someone who's just throwing punches.
I mean,
you may have some abilities in there, but it's not going to do much if I'm going to adapt to all this shit.
This man is a god. Like these guys are on god level now. So these humans can be.
But I think the one was just, it was like the Vegeta. It was like Scouter Vegeta.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't the Vegeta.
Scouter Vegeta right now against Aaron on Attack on Titans. I think he'll beat him. Easy, no problem.
I mean, this man's been destroying planets since he was a kid.
I mean, easy. So I would. So when it comes to those guys like Dragon Ball Z, you got to come with it to whoop them, man. Even though him and Mally did break it down on Goku that day.
Comparing to Dragon Ball is silly because it's not a serious Akira Toriyama is joking when he makes. He's just like, and then this guy beat this guy. He's like playing with action figures.
And then one of them was his cat. Like Beerus is based off of his cat.
Yeah.
So it's like
he's just with action figures.
Yeah, but I still like but Goku actually has merit. Like Goku is actually has merit to who his character is, and it's deep in history.
Yeah,
Goku is the Monkey King
based on some Kong.
Yeah,
that's why he's the powerful.
Yeah, so I don't know if you ever seen the Monkey King. The Monkey King is the one who taught with the gods. Like, y'all had to lock him up, but he went and ate the gods' fruit. Like, y'all gonna eat this. He's serious. So I really think that Goku the way he is presented, the way he's represented, is actually right because Son Goku does go and he does tip the gods and he does fight the gods. He does piss the gods off because he's so strong and he's a anomaly. You know, you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be this strong. You're just a monkey. You know, so it's like, and the gods think the power is supposed to be theirs, but you have to respect his power. The only thing you can do is lock him up. And I mean, I don't know anybody who can last that long with a boulder on top of him, but I mean, it's just the man is pretty tight.
He is. I feel like the people who I've seen always have the most delusional takes are Attack on Titan and My Hero fans. Like putting Deku against someone was saying Deku could be Jojo Kujo, and I'm like, that man can stop time. I think that it would be very hard for Deku to counter anything like that.
That's just like how they have those. I'm not sure if you're watching the
Death battles. Death battles have some horrible takes.
Yeah.
Like,
what was the latest one that they just did?
Deku and Miles Morales.
Yes, that's what it was.
and Miles Morales beat him, right?
I think Miles.
I just remember everybody on Twitter was making fun of Deku. They were like putting Deku up against like random guys, and Deku was always losing.
But he is strong.
He's a great character.
Hell, I seen one where it was Wolverine versus Raiden, and Wolverine lost.
Wolverine versus who?
Raiden.
Yeah.
From Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Raiden,
And Wolverine lost.
Due to the fact that
Raiden's he's a cyborg, and his sword, he has a high frequency blade, which means it vibrates at such a high frequency it can cut through anything. It's like like a turkey knife.
Oh yeah.
So
you're talking about the cut for his anime.
Yeah.
But then Wolverine fights Silver Samurai every couple of months, so it doesn't really.
I never understood and the sword damn near does the same thing.
Yeah. A lot of like anime fans just seem to think that like it in order to like a character, that character needs to be strong. And like a lot of my favorite characters are just jobbers. Like I love Moomin Rider's my favorite One Punch Man character, and he's useless.
You gonna get that out? He said, "Move out." Listen, move out right.
He's my favorite character.
I know, he's great so much, man.
He sucks so much. I love him.
Let's talk to the Fish King. Was the Sea King?
Like look, you have the Tank Top Brothers.
Oh yeah,
the Tank Top. Yo, when my man my man went like smack and Satomu was like, "Yo, I got you, bro.
Yeah,
you did good."
One of my favorite characters in Trails, his name's Gilbert. He just shows up to get beat. That's all he does. He shows up like, I'm the strongest, and then they easily beat him. And he always comes back. He's useless.
Every anime and or cartoon has that character that everybody loves. Look at Avatar.
Yeah, people
who's always getting his cabbages.
Oh, you should get mad. I should get mad at this guy.
Like, dude became a favorite to everybody just due to the fact that his cabbages are always getting destroyed.
Now, do you consider Avatar an anime?
No.
It can be because it's not Japanese. Anime is Japanese cartoon. It's anime inspired for sure.
Yeah, but it's one of the best cartoons I ever watched. It has some deep philosophy there.
Well, I mean, due to
the first one.
The second one was hot ass. But
I like the fighting. The second one.
Core was. Still word for it. Core was just due to the fact
it was garbage.
That was the most cockiest Avatar I've ever seen. They got home with them in every episode.
I don't think the show was bad. It's just Core was such an unlikable character that it just made everything like. And the show was about her. I enjoyed when any villain was on the screen. Amon, Zahir, the Conqueror. But anytime anyone else was on the screen, I was very invested. But then Korra came, who didn't train
at all.
I
just didn't like how they turned everything into like a tournament type thing. Like I didn't give a shit about that. Yeah. There was no base to it. But as far as Avatar, where
it's like it's a story.
Yeah, Aang's actually trying to save the world.
Yeah.
But like
it worked.
I think like with like the people just want to like strong characters, but like a lot of the favorite characters, like Mr. Satan, is still relevant.
Yeah,
in Dragon Ball, and he is a joke.
He's my favorite character to pick in any Dragon Ball video game.
That the Regan from Mob Psycho 100, he just bluffs his way to people thinking he's Power King. Yeah, King and
King is
Oh my god! No, when I finally seen how much really is,
Man, bro.
but it works though. But like
I was
just like when you see how he really is behind closed doors, like he's playing with like dolls and shit.
Yeah.
But then like, when he goes out in the streets and people see like that scar and they're like, "Oh man, it's so intimidating."
It's really this heartbeat.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it works.
yeah, that's one of my favorite things when I find out like the character everybody gasses up. He's just like a baby.
a fraud.
What he said? Heartbeat hotties. 2. My body is ready. It's like, oh, what is this? This is man watching. I was like, what is this man watching, man? What is he playing? And then he did it. Miss Saitama called him out on it. My man was like, no. I said, I got the wrong game. I got the wrong game. Yeah, he's a clown. Like, he's a clown. And then he cried. Like, I'm like, yo, no, this man is pathetic. But
Is this Netsu fall in that category?
No, it's
Natsu turned into OG.
I know he turned, but like right now,
He's always been strong. He just have to be strong.
Netsu falls. Yeah,
It's funny because I seen that they showed that there was an 8-minute clip on YouTube of that the Infinity Castle.
It's great. Ren showed it to me. She watched it.
Oh, yeah.
It's out in China.
I can't wait to see it.
That shit was 1.9 billion.
I can't wait to see it. Malik kept looking at
In 2 days, right?
2 days.
He says
And it got leaked. It was like they said it got leaked here, and it already hit almost 800,000 views.
The Japanese government stepped in. I think they stepped in with the leaks.
Yeah, can't find that leak. Can't find that leak.
They're losing money because they would have. If they would have made so much money.
like it's so like the influence of Demon Slayer over there is so insane. Like I follow there's like an old like actor in like old Japanese Yakuza movies, like in his 80s, and I was like I follow him on Twitter because he was a character in Yakuza 0. And he's an old actor, but he also he's like the likeness of that guy. He was tweeting like, "Oh, I went to see Demon Slayer." Like, bro, you were born in the 50s.
So, and that's the whole thing is anime has that. Like people don't understand. Everyone thinks like, even when I tell people about AnimeDad, they're like, "Man, you watch anime?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but hold up, bro. Like you."
But you, it's like I said, so I'm going to Comic-Con next Saturday. If you would see the amount of people that are, and that's the thing, they're not kids. These are all adults.
Yes, adults that love anime. It's so. What are some of those Comic-Con dates down there? What we have coming up?
You got Tampa Comic-Con, which is August 1st to the 3rd. I will be attending on Saturday, which is the 2nd.
Yeah, I plan on going as well. I'm going to talk about
I've never gone. Like I feel like the only time I'm worth going to because the one that like has all the stuff you want is the one
You was talking about that.
Los Angeles, I think.
San Diego Comic-Con is the one that I
That's
really
crazy.
Yeah.
So
I think it's due to the fact that I feel like everything is there, like as far as the panels, what's coming out as far as movies, but it also has literally everything. Yeah, that too. It like has because I remember I didn't realize how big San Diego Comic-Con was until I actually watched it on TV.
Like the only
But now, mind you, Tampa there was a live showing of the Tampa one a couple years back, more than a couple. Back when they were doing Justice League, when Daredevil was coming out with his 2nd and 3rd season, when they were talking about the Defenders, like they had a big ass event in Tampa, and I remember going in that direction, not realizing why the fucking half of Tampa was shut down, not realizing that it was in that area. Like these events they become so like our first MegaCon, and RIP to this guy. I met Jason David Frank.
the Red Ranger.
Green Ranger.
Oh,
Now, mind you, he does, before he passed, he was going to these things on a regular basis. Like his bread and butter was these cons, but at the same time, he was highly highly wanted at these cons. And then I remember Jason Momoa was supposed to be there, but he canceled. The guy who played Luke Cage was supposed to be there.
Wow.
I know. The first time,
Spawn too, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I met.
Michael John White?
No, the voice actor.
He's getting a Hollywood star of fame.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a arbiter in Halo.
Well,
His voice is
He is the GOAT.
right. But hell, I remember the first time I saw Kevin Conroy. That was fucking legendary.
That's
Wow.
The only ones I've gone to, there's Anime Matsuri in I think Orlando, and that's every year in December. And then I went to
Because the Megacon's in Orlando, but that's usually February, March.
I didn't know more about those guys. I
I went to CEO. CEO it's more of a fighting game tournament, but it has some MegaCon stuff. Like it has it has a separate place for you can like buy merch.
Yeah, they have a small one here in Lakeland.
Yeah.
Like, I just hit it. Yesterday they had one.
I picked up at CEO. I picked up a booby mouse pad as like a joke, and I did that too. Where like the wrist support is like the boob, so you're like,
Wow.
Dude.
That's just too diverted.
and that's my go-to mouse pad.
Terrible.
Yeah. So
It's good wrist support. Wrist support. Yeah, it's comfortable.
But not like these cons are like.
I feel like I can't go unless my friends all go, and I get invited to Matsuri all the time. And now that I'm doing work with all these people, I mean they're getting boosts and everything, and they're inviting me like I need to dress up. I feel like I need like.
And it's funny because the friends I go with now, as far as MegaCon of this year, one dressed up as Blade, the other one dressed up as Red Hood. I never dress up. You don't care to dress up. But it's just that when I go, I usually go just to see the cosplays. Like, I'm not there for the merchandise because I've seen so many cosplays that are just like, holy shit, bro, the time and effort and material you put into this shit.
It's always crazy. The Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay.
I see a lot of these. And it's funny because, like, every time something comes out as far as, like, in the theater, like, I guarantee you're going to see
Demon Slayer,
Superman, and Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see a thing. Like you're gonna see a comic accurate thing.
You're going to see a hell of a lot of those. You're going to see Galactus out there. You're going to see
Undertale stuff.
And that's the thing, Demon Slayer. I see that every time I go.
Demon Slayer is
But
easy.
I always see.
I have a friend at work. Her daughter dresses up like this. What's the one that sleeps? Zenitsu. And she did a photo shoot with her like that. And it is amazing. I mean, you'll see a lot of it in those days before you see anybody else out there.
Oh yeah, in those cases, pretty easy.
Those cons are so cool, and then you come back and you're sick for a week.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
So I'm planning to go with you. You good one too?
August what?
Next Saturday.
I'll be doing stuff for work.
When are you going to LA?
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be no for lakes, not for
Okay.
not lakes.
So,
Like I said, between Tampa, it's not as, I'm not going to say it's not as big, but Tampa's not as popular as Orlando.
Yeah.
Because like I said, MegaCon, that over the years, it got so big, they had to start renting out parking spaces to the point where you actually had to buy a parking pass. Like the first, I've been to MegaCon probably about 3 times. And by the time I went to my 4th one, you actually had to buy a parking spot.
Oh, it's crazy.
Mhm.
Oh, the line's crazy to get in.
It's not even that the lines are crazy, because once you get in, like, because what it is,
So I was gonna say, it was crazy.
I can believe it, because San Diego's that's number 1 of all the top cons. But with MegaCon, over the years, it got so big.
yeah.
And then, like I said, the first time I went, I was actually able to just walk through the crowd the first 2 times.
Oh,
By the 3rd time, I'm rubbing shoulders with everybody.
Wow.
That's how big it started getting. Like, it got to the point where I think one year they had almost 100,000 people come on Saturday.
Where is it at? Is it in like a convention center?
The Orange County Convention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like capacity.
I have zero clue.
It's probably
it's the fact that like it was so big to the point where the first, like, you know how you drive into the convention center, that parking lot's as soon as I get an email, as soon as those parking lots open, I buy my shit right spot.
You gotta let me know what that is, because I do want to go. I want to do this. I want to go to this the Comic Con, and I want to go to MegaCon as well. And I just want to take AnimeDad there, just interview people, talk to people, just hang out. So
I feel like you'll get a better understanding, especially as far as interviewing people at MegaCon, because that's where like you're going to see a lot more people. There's going to be a lot more people standing in line to wait for an autograph or a picture, just like they had this year. They had the cast of My Hero Academia there, and then they had before he passed, was his name Carl Weathers? He was he was there before he passed. Like they have hella people, like, because all you gotta do is look at the guest list, you'll see who's coming.
okay.
I feel like the main reason I would go there, not for like the autographs, but like maybe the retro games. Like I'm always like looking out
Oh
for
my
like
god, the retro, the amount of stands they have for video games. Like I went in there with the intent to get a GameCube because you can't find that around here. And like they have like the 64s, they go all the way back. There's a couple out there that happen.
Yeah, you can check it out.
like
I
I
want to leave.
But you'll find usually those type of stands you'll find at MegaCon.
yeah, like my thing I always want is Panzer Dragoon Saga for the Sega Saturn, but you can't. They only made like 3,000 copies of those over here, so like a complete in-box copy of that goes for like $2,000, and I think maybe like at a convention they try to undersell it a bit.
Just the GameCube games, because I went in there. I had the money to get the GameCube. That wasn't even an issue. But the games themselves were running like $112, $120.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Double Dash is so expensive.
I looked like even when I went on GameStops just to see if like what it would look like as far as pricing, like Twilight Princess for the GameCube was like $100 and something.
Yeah, GameCube didn't do so well, so you like a lot of those games don't go for a lot because they didn't make a lot of them.
Granted, I mean, I think it's kind of good that they're bringing them back for the Switch too, but I feel like the catalog they have the Switch is not that great.
I think they said there's a direct on Monday or either Monday or Tuesday this week, and I'm hoping they put Twilight Princess on.
They got like what Soul Calibur?
They got Soul Calibur 2. They have Mario. They had the Mario Strikers, the soccer Mario game.
Good.
They have
all the time.
they have F-Zero GX, and they have Wind Waker.
Well, I will say I did like the Wind Waker. I was probably the first shell shaded game I've ever played. I was just like, man, it's actually really good.
Yeah. Wind Waker is great. I'm a bigger fan of Twilight Princess.
I played that game 2 days straight.
Twilight Princess?
I fucking love that game.
Twilight Princess is incredible.
See, I wouldn't know. Like, I'm so old. Until if you say, hey man, let's go play Twilight Princess, I'm like, I'm good.
Well, we can't play together. It's a single player game.
I wouldn't come watch it. Like, I'm good. What is it called? Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You got Zelda?
Huh?
Not a Zelda guy?
A Zelda?
Twilight Princess is Zelda.
No, okay. So I played the first Zelda. I played a lot of the old games on Nintendo, but once 1991 hit and Madden came out, I was done. I was all Madden, or I played 2 games. I played Madden, or I played Fight Night, and or I played NFL Street. Which they grew up on NFL Street.
See, I feel like Fight Night after the last one. I just feel like any other boxing game is all.
Y'all play Def Jam
But
Fight
I think
for New York.
Yes, I played Def Jam.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I want to buy the game, just specifically for like a couple of games.
Yeah, for Def Jam Fight for New York, where Snoop Dogg is the Crow.
Yeah, and I played. I used to play with the Wu-Tang Clan. I just love the movie.
They're making a new Wu-Tang game. Wu-Tang Clan has a new game coming out. It's like an action RPG.
For what?
For everything. For everything. They're having a bunch of playable demos in like their new tour. Like at every stop of their tour, they have like a section for demos. I think it's called Wu-Tang Clan Rise of the Deceiver.
Oh, that's gonna be tight, right? I can't go
I
there.
could. I played Majora's Mask. I remember playing
Oh,
with
crap,
and
and
it scared me.
that's a
Creepy game.
And I never played another Zelda game again because I thought they were all like that. Now I need to go
Nah,
back.
that's the creepiest one.
But that was the creepiest one.
Yeah. He told me to play it. It scarred me. That was one of the things that scarred. I never touched another Zelda game after that.
Yeah, that's you throwing you into the deep end.
Yeah.
No floaties.
Zelda was back in the day. Zelda was pretty good. Yeah. But hey, thank you guys for joining us. We had a great show today. Thank you, Dallas, Calvin, Shawn. Hey, we'll check you guys out next week. And we'll have something exciting for you guys.